The last feather of the sky. High above the rolling hills and rivers of the world lay a hidden place few had ever seen, Skyloom Valley, where clouds drifted low enough to touch and the wind sang softly through floating cliffs. In this valley lived birds of every kind, but among them were the sky wisps, gentle birds born with feathers that shimmered like the morning sky. These feathers allowed them to glide effortlessly, riding the wind as if it were alive. And among all the sky wisps, there was one who could not fly. His name was Aero.
Aero was small, round, and endlessly curious. His eyes sparkled with wonder, but his wings, they trembled whenever he tried to lift them. Every morning, young sky wisps gathered at the cliff's edge to practice flying. They leapt into the air, laughing as the wind carried them upward. Aero always stood at the back. He flapped once, twice, then fell gently onto the grass. The others never laughed cruelly, but their pity hurt more. "Maybe tomorrow," Aero always said, with a smile he practiced very hard. But tomorrow always felt the same.
One evening, as the valley glowed orange under the setting sun, Aero met old Nimbus, the eldest bird in Skyloom. Nimbus's wings were worn, his feathers dull, but his eyes held stories. Nimbus spoke of an ancient legend, the sky feather. "A single feather," Nimbus said, "formed from the first wind that ever touched the world. Whoever carries it does not fly because they are strong, they fly because they believe." Aero's heart pounded. "Where is it?" he asked. Nimbus smiled gently. "Lost beyond the valley of falling winds." Everyone knew that place. No bird returned from there. That night, Aero stared at the stars. He thought of watching from the ground, of pretending not to care, of saying maybe tomorrow. At sunrise, Aero packed a single berry, wrapped himself in courage, and stepped beyond the valley for the first time. "I don't want to watch anymore," he whispered, and he walked into the wind. The valley was loud, chaotic, alive. Winds twisted unpredictably, cliffs rose and vanished into mist. The sky felt heavy. Aero stumbled, slid, and nearly gave up more than once. At one point, a sudden gust lifted him and slammed him into a rock. His wing ached. Tears welled up. "I'm not meant for this," he sobbed. But then he noticed something strange. Other creatures lived here, grounded ones. A mountain goat with a broken horn, a fox missing an eye, a turtle with a cracked shell. They were not fast, they were not perfect, but they survived. The fox, Kiro, offered shelter. The turtle, Mara, shared wisdom and silence. The goat, Bran, showed him safe paths. None of them could fly. None of them pretended they could. And for the first time, Aero didn't feel small. "You don't need wings to move forward," Mara said. "You need will." One night, a violent storm tore through the valley. Winds screamed, rocks fell, the ground shook. Aero saw Kiro trapped beneath a fallen branch. Without thinking, Aero ran, wings flapping uselessly, feet slipping, heart racing. He pushed, strained, screamed, and then the wind shifted. It didn't lift him, it didn't carry him, but it supported him. Together, Aero and the wind moved the branch. Kiro was free. Aero collapsed, breathing hard. For a moment, he felt light. At the heart of the valley, Aero finally found it, a single feather, glowing softly, not bright, not powerful, just calm. He picked it up. Nothing happened. No magic, no flight. Disappointment washed over him. Then Nimbus's words echoed. You don't fly because you are strong, you fly because you believe. Aero looked back at the valley, at the friends he helped, the fear he faced, the ground he crossed on his own feet. His wings trembled, not from fear, from choice. Aero stepped onto the edge of a cliff. The wind waited. He didn't jump. He leaned forward, and this time the wind lifted him. Not high, not fast, but steady. Aero flew. When Aero returned to Skyloom Valley, the sky wisps gasped. He landed gently, the sky feather tucked beside his heart. I didn't find flight, Aero said softly. I found myself. Nimbus smiled, eyes shining. From that day on, Skyloom Valley changed. Young birds still learned to fly, but they also learned to walk, to fall, to help, and to try. And Aero, he never became the fastest flyer, but he became the bravest. More stories are waiting in the sky. Follow Tiny Tales Studio.